What up? Hi, I'm Archer. You're Aries. This is your tarot reading. I love reading for you guys too. Like the new intro? Easy peasy. You know what's up. It's a tarot reading, right? We're going to talk about you, see what's going on with the person on your mind, pulling on the energies for the week ahead at the time of filming this. However, it is timeless, so whenever it finds its way into your algorithm, Aries, add 7 days. I love reading for Aries. You guys are just fun. Aries are awesomeness. I could sit and listen to an Aries all day. My dad was an Aries. All right. Think about your person, Aries. God, tap me in, tune me in, give me whatever comes out for Aries and the person on Aries' mind. Oh, happy early birthday, Chase. Happy birthday. Does the name Chase resonate, Aries? It might. Happy birthday early. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Hi, Janet. What up, Monica? Hey, Rebecca. What up? What up? All right, let's do it. You ready, Nano Little? You ready, Aries? Of course you're ready. You're the cardinal fire sign and the leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. Who rides a motorcycle? What's up, E. Doyle? All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it. All right, give me everything you got for Aries. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome leader of the pack, Aries. There is an order to the zodiac for a reason. Let's go. I don't know what the reason is. God doesn't give me all the info. You know, I'm not on that pay grade. Anyhow, let's keep rolling. Your overall energy is the 4 of Pentacles, okay? Keep a little protected, maybe even a little guarded on the overall energies, okay? The energy at the bottom of the deck is the ones that I have to apply to every card, which does show both of you all proceeding with caution. Your hearts are guarded, protected. Capricorn energy and Taurus. Some of you guys could be dealing with Taurus. I got the Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Empress underneath that. Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo. Wow, that's a lot of chart placements. Somebody here's got a stellium in their chart. But I do see on this one, you manifesting an offer that clears the way. All right. The Empress is the divine feminine. All right. Means that you and the one in your mind are the ones that are supposed to walk each other home in this lifetime. So we got to see what happened and how we're going to fix it. All right. I know it's so cool. We're over 100K on YouTube and almost 10K on TikTok. I love it. All right, let's go. Give me current condition energies. Give me a 7-card spread for Aries. Let's do it. We have the Knight of Swords. Some of you guys might be, who's got an appointment for a haircut? Look, trust me, I'm a barber. That girl's realizing she shouldn't have gone to the barber college. I mean, they're cheap haircuts, but whoa. God, I'm seeing making a little bit of moves with the 8 of Wands and the 7 of Wands to remove some obstacles from your guys' pathway. And believe it or not, even this time apart, regardless of how mad at each other you guys are, there is still guidance and forward movement to bring you guys closer together. Sagittarius, Leo energy, and we've also got Aquarius here. Ooh, and I'm pulling on this during Aquarius season. It's a timeless reading, but I like that. All right. Some of you guys might even have strong Sag, Aquarius, or Leo in your chart, or dealing with one. It's a thing. Sometimes the fire signs stick together, and that's cool. All right. The Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. That's real love. Nice. The 5 of Pentacles is some Taurus vibes. 7 of Cups is Scorpio. 9 of Wands for more Sagittarius. There is still love here between you two. I do see that right out of the gate. All right. I mean, that's why this is still going on. It's like you're controlling them or calming them down with the silence. Did you put them in a timeout? Regardless of how long it's been, for some of you guys, it's like, yeah, it's been a 5-year timeout or something. Like, I don't know. There's a bit of stubbornness energy in here, but I'm going to find out what's up with it. Could be the fixed energy I'm feeling. You got Tauruses here, you got Leos here, Scorpios here, Aquarius. That's all the fixed signs. Oh, okay. The stubbornness is strong with this one. Let's see what's up. I'm going to use the sunflower deck for the clarifiers. This is the awesome Pisces energies. All right, so let's see what's up with this. Starting with top row. I want a couple clarifiers, and then I'm going to dig into the cards. Just give me like 3 clarifiers. I just want details, okay? I want to add to these photos. Somebody here works in real estate, or some of you guys are thinking of buying or selling a home. Maybe somebody's getting into real estate investing, or you guys wind up moving closer to each other. Some of you guys, this is a long-distance relationship, and somebody don't like long-distance relationships. 2 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Somebody don't like long-distance relationships, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Cancer, Aquarius energy on the 2 of Cups. I think you're taking and making some time for yourself and your friends. like the connections you do have in your life at this time, because you really needed a break to just be yourself and figure out what direction you wanted to go, right? A bit of Casey Musgraves vibes that come out on this one. Follow your arrow wherever it points, right? Seven of Pentacles that leads into this Eight of Wands shows how you feel like there is no forward movement, stuck and stagnant. Nothing's changed. Nothing's happened. Why would it change now? Because at the time of recording this, we're still in the energetical year of the snake. That doesn't change until February 17th, okay? Once we're into the year of the fire horse, a lot of stuff's going to take off, and this is in the week ahead. Seven of Pentacles, 7 days. In the next week, they start planting little seeds. Oh, so you guys are still having this argument digitally. Your guys' posts are about each other. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. No harm, no foul. It's cool. All right. But in the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, there's been a lot of blocks in them growing up, because the Pentacles don't always talk about money. Traditionally, they talk about stability, right? Maturity. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, they had a lot of obstacles in their way. They were still acting rather immature, and they thought they were right. You know what I mean? Bless her heart. Taurus Cancer energy is pretty strong. And somebody here, you or them were born on the 2nd or the 27th, 28th this year. Repeating sevens might be following you around, or they're getting ready to. Repeating twos, repeating sevens. Interesting. And I just look at the numbers. That's where I get the dates. I see what jumps out to me. I saw the Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. I'm like, okay. And that pulled me like you or them could be life path 2 or 7, born on the 7th, 27th, 8th. Something like that. But I want a little bit more clarifiers, because it's like you both want to talk, Eight of Wands, and yet you're a cardinal sign. I'm impressed at how well you're out stubborning them. You know, you guys both want to talk. So give me more on this top row. Tell me more. Hierophant. Some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus or a Scorpio. Ace of Wands shows up on the Seven of Swords. There is still a spark here that's getting ready to be reignited. That's how I got the title. Oh my God, I love it when you flex. You're the coolest boss ever. God is good, right? Because when I sit down to meditate, I'm like, okay, what am I going to be reading for Aries today? What am I going to be reading for whatever signs I'm doing? And as I sit, I just sit in silence and let the words come to me. And as I jumble the words and move them around, I got to, they want to put a spark back into this relationship. And the Ace of Wands shows up. I love that for you guys. But in the Seven of Swords with this one, it's the lies and the deceit, the immature game playing that they did. Some of you guys are actually, some of you guys are continuing the argument through your social media posts. But you're the Seven of Swords tired of hearing everything through the peanut gallery and everyone throwing their 2 cents, Two of Pentacles, into your guys' situation. Like families involved, your friend circles involved, co-workers, family for some of you guys, right? That's why a Tower card had to come in here with the Hierophant, all right? You keep trying to tell yourself that, like, okay, I know everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. But you're really starting to question why it keeps happening this way, right? From like, for some, it's like an outside influence was the thing getting in the way of this, whether or not it was a person or a mindset, right? It's like putting too many weird thoughts into everyone's head. It's a lot of sword energy that needed to be pentacled. It needed to be grounded out, cut up, right? That's why even though we got swords, it's ending and resulting in pentacles, emotional maturity, right? They're too avoidant, right? And that had to be fixed on this one. So I'm actually going to pull on the Tower card into the Queen of Cups, because that was the blockage for the real love, all right? And thanks for being here too. Please subscribe, be a part of the family. We'd love to have you. Stick around. If you do want to book a personal reading or check out everything else the channel's got to offer, you can scan the QR code here, or check out the link down in the description box, and it's pinned in my bio TikTok. Linda, thanks for joining the fan club. You're awesome sauce. Love you. Hey, Stephanie. Does the name Stephanie resonate, Aries? The Five of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Star card, Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. I mean, this is still going in the same direction that it's moving. Both of you guys want forward movement, and you both want forward communication. Eight of Wands squared. And when I get repeating cards, that's God telling me I need to scry a little deeper into these cards. So let me leave these here. Eight of Cups, Five of Swords. You're just so tired of not knowing what to do. So you're just doing you in the silence, but the silence has you frustrated. And you do with that Ace of Wands and the Star card, you guys find each other attractive. That's the thing, right? It's kind of like the vibes on this one is almost like you love to hate each other, right? Or like, the fight is a bit of a lead up to an Ace of Wands moment. right? A little bit of makeup, boom, boom. Okay, it's cool. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles, it's actually maturing. The Six of Wands shows it does progress forward, okay? So the thing is that you guys do find each other attractive, but the emotional connection needed work for them, right? They never really wanted to open up, and then they expected you to just read their mind. Nah, that's my job. Or, ooh, some of you guys are tarot readers. Maybe some of you guys are thinking of starting a tarot channel, or you've already got one. Maybe you just even like have your own deck at home. But somebody's got a magic 8-ball too, because I'm literally seeing a magic 8-ball saying all signs point to yes. And why is there a traffic light hanging up somewhere it doesn't belong? Like maybe this is just a memory, or somebody's got a traffic light as a decoration in their garage or house or something, or that's something you might see going forward. That's kind of a freaky sign, but it's kind of cool. Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. They're learning about real love. And the Three of Swords shows here they never really opened up and got in the way, but yet they expected you to read their mind. The sword energy, the thoughts are what got into here. But you put up with it, though, because anytime you brought it up, they got more and more and more defensive, right? That's what led to the Tower card on this Eight of Cups that has you still going through the 5 stages of grief that you're hiding behind the work, right? Hey, Rahama, what up, girl? So whatever it was, it just seemed like something got in the way of this, like an addiction, some kind of a vice or something, whether it was sex, drugs, booze, money. Somebody had a gambling addiction, but it was there. And those external stresses on the Five of Swords were led to the buildup, which is why off of this Tower card that a bit of a breather was needed, right? The Star card, Aquarius energy, a bit of a pause to heal and rest and recover from everything that was going on, right? Queen Tiki. Hi, Queen. What's up, Judd? Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for being a part of the fam. Appreciate you. I really got a feeling behind the scenes they're trying to give up something, a vice of some kind, even if it's just an addiction to a Three of Swords mindset. Okay, Libra, Aquarius energy. You see, the thing is, you even needed the breather to calm down and decide which way you want to go with this, right? It's hard to rebuild the trust with what they did to you. Aquarius and Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus energy is really strong. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, but it's at least part of their big four. I'm like tuned into this person tighter than usual, because usually I pull their whole chart, and yet I'm feeling that. But then you've also got Cancer, Sagittarius, Taurus is here too. A lot of repeating sevens. Somebody's born on the 17th or a life path number 4. If you're not seeing repeating 4s, you will be. And someone here is a barista. Oh, somebody works in a coffee shop. The Magician, 5 of Cups. See? This shows with that Devil, them doing what they have to do to overcome this energy. The Devil creates that doubt, right? You can't do this. You can't beat this. So the Devil's breathing on both of your guys' shoulders in the silence. The 7 of Cups, they know there's no other way out. Ace of Cups leads to the 10 of Cups. So it does show that after they overcome the 7 of Cups, which does feel like some kind of a devil energy addiction, or for some of you, they're a human excuse machine, I see them being humbled and coming in, okay? The Magician in my cards is the MacGyver, all right? It's not you got all the tools in the toolbox, you know what to do with it. Any mechanic can grab a $10,000 Snap-on tool set and not have a clue what to do with it, right? It's MacGyver. It's working with what you got at hand, okay? So they're working with very little information and doing a lot of assuming in the silence that's being created. And if they could have just been more consistent with you, you would have been willing to make it work. But now here we are because of all of this. And so like your free will with the Wheel of Fortune off, having as much fun as you can right now, even though they're still on your mind, because deep down you really didn't want it to go down like this. There were good times that you liked it. You know, there were times it went really well. But every time that Devil shows up, they fall off of the energetical directions, right? Resort back to player ways, immaturity. A lot of just the immature vibes. The age difference could even be a factor on this Scorpio Aquarius energy. But I do see the signs that you're seeing that you wonder why you keep seeing repetitive signs. It's the signs are letting you know that even through this silent period, stuff is being worked on their side behind the scenes, okay? God sees and hears the things that you don't with that Star card. With the 8 of Cups, it does show them choosing to walk away from a rather immature mindset and find some emotional clarity up in their head, right? So they're learning to actually communicate in order to get past the speed bump, because you guys experienced all of this speed bump because of the lack of communication, right? So in the silence, they're starting to realize how much they took you for granted, because your cutoff game is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Repeating sevens on the 7 of cups at least. Ah, see, look, the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you guys, somebody here is going to present their chip to you. I like that. The Ace of Pentacles does show something significant, a physical, tangible sign to let you know you're in the right path, and a message being delivered, because the Knight of Pentacles delivers this Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Somebody here might even work for the post office or a delivery service, maybe even something about, like, maybe some of you guys like DoorDash or do Uber or something, because I do see something about delivery driver or something like that, like something that, like, you or them work on the road. Maybe some of you guys are like an overland truck driver or something like that, or your person is. So that's like, they are getting to a point where they're learning how to communicate. It's an ego death, and it takes a minute to go through to humble them and get them to grow up in order to be that man or woman of God you require, that actually does take you through the rest of the journey of this life long term with justice. This transformation as we come into the year of the horse is what has them 10 of Wands, put those old immature burdens away, you know, and come back in your direction with the Justice card, emotionally balanced and mature. The Justice card speaks of balancing out the left brain and the right brain, the masculine and feminine energies, the emotions versus the logic, in order to transform into a much more mature approach. And with the Eight of Pentacles into the Empress, they are working on it. Hey, Vera, they're working on coming to the right energies here. You're at this point, I mean, even with you not really letting this get to you as much as possible, I mean, you're still upset. You're still disappointed in how things went down, but you just don't want to give first, because if they get their way, what if it all happens again, right? Libra, Taurus, Virgo energy on that one. But Temperance does show finding the ability to balance and move forward. Four of Swords to the Moon card, that with the Two of Pentacles. They needed to stop slow walking the decision and keeping you on the hook. Where are we going from here? What's going to happen? Oh, I don't know. I'm working on, I told you I was working on some. Give me some time. Give me some time. Give me some time. Right? At that point here, they told so many lies, because you can't take any more fighting. You just want stability. You just want truth. And the fear of the unknown that Moon card is hiding is where you don't know if they're gonna change. Hey, Kimmy, I miss you too. Spinny hugs. Thanks. You want to go all in without being held back, without being held down, because like this relationship left you feeling really stuck. That's the stuff you're not letting it show. You're trying to move on like you're okay. Pisces energy. But Four of Swords on Temperance. The thing on this is that you, like, would they just not let you be yourself, and you're tired of being judged and everything? Like, your parents judged you when you were young, and then friends judged you, people in school judged you, bullies judged you, and then it went, like, something about you is so taboo that, ew, why do people judge for something like that? That's not fair. Man, people who live in glass houses, you know, right, Aries? Maybe this person was a little judgmental. The thing is, I see both of you guys are actually preparing to open the door and overcome the fight. You need some time to have some fun, though, right? You want a little bit of time to yourself, right? You're grieving Five of Swords and still mourning it, but you're like, you know, I'm gonna like make the best of a bad situation, right? Somebody works in like healthcare or home care or something, right? But the thing is, you got to rest from what they put you through with that attitude. And they promised they'd change. And then in a moment of weakness, something came through, showed up, and it got so out of hand so quick that nobody took a minute. They just ran. The fight or flight kicked in. Queen of Wands, see, and the Nine of Swords. In the silence, you guys both do want to try again. And they are overcoming those obstacles, okay? So there is still love here between the two of you guys. That's why this is still going on, because it's, in a way, like I was seeing at the beginning of the reading, it's like you're kind of controlling them with the silence or calming them down that way, because they keep texting or sending messages or posting stuff online. But you're willing to wait until they get it right. Crosswatcher, I'm sorry, works wonders, especially when you actually own it, right? Because that's really all Aries is looking for, is a genuine apology and some consistent behavior going forward. But I do see you getting it, Aries. because cross-watcher, it became a lot for Aries to put up with. And Aries is the cardinal fire sign. They can carry a big load as the cardinal sign. But this is a lot, right? 9 of Wands into that death card. So the time apart is actually humbling them in this wounded warrior energy to prepare them to be like the man or woman of God needed in order to treat you with the respect you deserve. That way, this can grow into something long-term and become more the relationship that y'all wanted in the first place, right? Some of you guys could totally be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn. You've got really strong Sagittarius energy here. Leo's pretty heavy duty too, and a lot of Scorpio. The fixed energy is very strong. Could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. And some of you guys, you or them, could be born on the 8th or the 9th, the 17th, the 1st. The repeating ones are definitely a thing if you've been noticing those. The 8th and the 18th and the 28th are showing up because I've got a lot of repeating 8s, 888. All right. And of course, you do have the Ace of Wands here. So there is still a connection. There's a spark, that energetical cord that leads in on this with the 2 of Cups. I think for some of you guys, you might, if they're your twin flame or your soulmate, right? I think they're at the stage where they're like, we're soulmates. Maybe for you guys, I am doing a soulmate reading, but like 44% of y'all, you guys know that they're the twin flame, but they're just getting turned on to the energy. So they're like, oh, I think me and Aries might be soulmates. So that's why God loves being around, right? In 2026, back like 40, 50 years ago, your person, Aries, would have had to go to a store and buy an Ouija board for God to kind of get through to them. Now, all you guys do is you clicked accept when you downloaded apps, right? And so your mics are activated, right? So that's why the algorithm's getting pumped up on their phone with stuff to let them awaken to who it is. They'll figure it out. This is a very strong reading for twin flame soulmate vibes on this one, okay? But I do see the balance coming together. And somebody here is either a life path 4 or 8, but Sagittarius energy is still pretty strong. And you do have Gemini, Taurus, and Virgo. Cancer's here. Leo, Pisces, almost like every sign showing up. I think their whole chart winds up activating for you, especially somebody here's interesting. Somebody here's a Sagittarius sun, Aries moon. Some of you guys might have an Aries moon or something. Interesting. 9 of Swords. The silence is getting ready to be broken. That's the cool thing on this. All right. We just had to get through this energetical end of the year of the snake so they could finish cutting out that devil vibes. And then they're going to come back in a way you didn't expect them to be. All right. Totally, this would be like an expect the unexpected reading because you don't think they could change, right? And yet, the ignoring them is what leads them to wanting, you're good. Aries, give me a call sometime. You can fill me in on how this works. No. Not that I'm a Cancer. I don't know how to do any of that. I have Kroger rubber bands on my crab claws. We're fine. I'm more of a Virgo. My moon and rising always take over. But anyways, I dig this here. By the way, Aries, one of you guys have been looking for your keys. You need to dump your purse out. It's at the bottom of the purse. You can't see it. Okay, that's cool, though. Who owns a boat? Somebody owns a boat, either you or your person. Interesting. Yeah, they always say the best days of a boat owner's life is the day they buy the boat and the day they sell the boat. BOAT, bust out another 1,000. Anyways, I hope that helps. Aries, if this did resonate in any way, if you could help get us out into the interwebs by hyping and liking the reading, and even if you just want to leave an emoji, that's totally cool. I'd love it if you left a comment. But if you want to just leave an emoji, keep your private life private, that's cool. But thank you for the interactions. It means the world, and it helps the channel to grow and continue to grow so we can heal everybody. All right. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Aries in your chart because we are FHA compliant here, and I'll read for any sign or placement, desires, and inquires. All you got to do is ask. All right. So make sure to claim it down in the comments, even if you just leave an emoji, like and share it, hype it, please, and thank you. And until next time when we meet, I will see you then, Aries. All right. Until then, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Adios, arrivederci, aloha, ciao, auf Wiedersehen, bye.